Well, you said you're going to feed off of me in this video. Well, hello. No, I'm just kidding. You can do it.
Okay. Well, hello, you guys. Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We're doing a quick video on worry, which is also inclusive of anxiety, stress, all that fun stuff. Because Tori and I have been feeling a little anxious and worried ourselves. And, you know, we're kind of like, well, if we're going through it, we're probably not the only one. So we should talk about that real quick.
As we're eating our Chick-fil-A. So it's also kind of called a Chick-fil-A trap. We were thinking about doing it literally as we were going through the line. But Chick-fil-A is on one. Like, there were so many people in the line, and they just have a rhythm.
They do have a rhythm.
Like, it was
something
so
we all
smooth.
need.
Yeah, we do need it.
A rhythm. By the way, don't mind my sunburn. We actually had a different video planned for you today.
We sure did.
But, well, the video got filmed, so that's good news. But whenever we set it to upload to our sweet editor, Zach, it took 15 hours to upload. In fact, it's still uploading at this time you guys are watching this, which is just wild. And so we're going to push that to Tuesday. And so, but I'll share about all the sunburn in that video.
Okay.
But as that whole situation, I guess, just sparked this whole topic on worry, because I was worried about something so small, but it was taking such a big place. It was taking all my peace.
Yeah.
And I was getting so frustrated and so flustered and so worried and stressed out. And you just start to spiral, because it's not just like, oh, are you going to get a YouTube video up? It's like, oh, this is what you do for work. And oh, is, you know, you just go on this huge negative talk track of why you're not good enough, why you'll never amount to anything, and why blah, 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 blah. And I know everyone has their own worries. It's whether you're going to find a spouse. It's whether you're going to find a good career. It's whether you're going to pass that test. You know, it's whether you're gonna be fit enough, or, you know, there's so many things we can worry about. There's like a million and one things we could worry about all day, every day. And my whole thing is that literally worrying does nothing to help us. It actually works against us. And if there's, like, I don't know what the exact solution is all the time to worrying about situations. I mean, aside from just trusting and believing in God, but I know that worrying doesn't help. It's like, it's not helpful to your situation. And I also just want to say a quick thing, that this is not to belittle the stuff that you're worried about or the stuff you're stressed about. It's not to mitigate those things. It's to magnify God's gloriousness and his promises. And so that was just something I was thinking on last night as I was going to bed and waking up this morning. I'm just like, I have got to get a grip on this worry, because it starts with the smallest little seed, right? And then out of nowhere, you start watering that worry with negative thoughts. And then you start giving it sunshine, and then it starts to grow. And now this is a thing that's impacting the way you relate to people. It's impacting the way you walk. It's impacting the way you talk to yourself. And it's becoming a part of your identity. And, like, I don't want that. And so we're starting to, they could be like worrying weeds. You gotta pull your weeds, otherwise they'll suffocate your garden.
That's good. There was something that Christine Kane said years ago, just about, like, talk tracks that you take. And
can I take a bite?
Go for it, babe. Go for it.
Pay attention to her.
You literally got off the screen today. Okay, so anyways, Christine Kane was talking about this in a sermon forever ago, years ago, but it stuck with me. She was talking about how she was in a foreign country and she's running late, and she doesn't know, like, she can't find her train, or I don't know exactly what's happening, but long story short, she ends up getting on the wrong train. And about 2 hours into this train ride, she starts getting worried, because she's like, this doesn't feel right. Like, this train was not supposed to be this long, like, all of this stuff. And so she starts asking around, like, hi, when will we get to so-and-so? And people were like, that's not where we're going. We still have 3 more hours on this train before any stop. And so not only did she get on the wrong one, but she got on a very long train in the wrong direction.
I see where this is going.
And she talked about how that's how our thoughts can go. Like, if we take that thought and we don't recognize it, because here's the thing, the thoughts are going to come. The thought isn't the issue. It's whether or not you take it captive or not. We're supposed to take our thoughts captive and make them obedient to Christ. And so when we're not taking them captive, we're actually being disobedient, because those thoughts are disobedient to Christ. And we have to make sure that we're taking the right train, because we don't want to end up somewhere we're not supposed to be, which is what happens when we allow those thoughts like worry and anxiety and fear and the lies of the enemy to take root in our mind. We'll start spiraling, and at the end of the day, we're going to end up somewhere in a mindset that we were never supposed to be in.
And you're wondering, how did I get here?
Yeah.
Like, what happened? You wake up in 5 years, 2 years, whatever it may be, in the wrong relationship, at the wrong job, and all the different stuff, and you're like, what happened? And it's important to stop it now, because worrying will also push us to make decisions that we otherwise wouldn't do. Tori and I always say we never want to make decisions out of desperation. And desperation comes from worrying. It's like, are we going to make enough? Are we going to be enough? Are we going to, you know?
That's why I took my first job.
Yeah, and we do make decisions out of desperation. That's a normal thing for us to do, but it's not a good thing for us to do. And you don't want to wake up in several years. And so I also love the idea of when you said taking thoughts captive. It's like, when I think of captive, I think of like James Bond movies. Whenever he gets caught, then he gets interrogated, or he's interrogating someone else, and he's like, who do you work for? You know, why are you here? And so whenever you're experiencing those thoughts, don't be afraid to pull a James Bond, interrogate those thoughts. Like, why are you here?
Are you from the Lord, or are you from the enemy?
Because God does not work in the spirit of fear, but in the spirit of power, love, and sound mind, or self-control.
Either or
self-discipline. Either way. So anyways, I don't know how much I want to talk about it, but if you are worried about stuff, we just want you to know that you're not alone in worrying. Everyone worries. And it's a good idea to get a good grip on it. And to not just let it become a part of your daily life, your daily routine, the way you talk to yourself. This is not a good thing for us to practice, and we should get a good grip on it. Because it literally serves no purpose. And I saw this quote, we'll probably put at the end, that is, worrying doesn't take away tomorrow's troubles, it takes away today's peace. And so, not today, Satan.
Not today, Satan. Y'all getting a Chick-fil-A chat video instead.
Can y'all just pray that they sponsor us?
Yo, that would be awesome. I got a DM the other day from this girl, and she was like, honest question, Tori, how many times do you eat Chick-fil-A a week?
A lot.
I'm like, well,
all right.
I don't know.
We love you all.
Christian chicken.
Don't talk with your mouth full. I shouldn't take such a big bite.
Okay. We love you guys. We hope that was encouraging. We'll see you hopefully in Tuesday's vlog.
When that video gets uploaded. Stop worrying. We're going to do our best too as well. Love you.
Let's together.
I did it too fast. I'm sorry.